Hey everybody, so this is the video to accompany week of June 1st, and this is going to start our review of our unit. So for this week, we're reviewing the April 13th and April 20th packets, which we're looking at review of life processes. So photosynthesis, gas exchange, and then how plants and animals respond to the environment. So for activity 1, you're asked to pick a leaf from a bush or a tree. Then to get a clear container, or you could get a bowl, just something you can see the leaf in. You're going to fill it about 3/4 full with some water. And then you're going to put the leaf in the bowl shiny side down. So you want the underside to be showing on top. And now we need it submerged. So put something heavy, like if you have a small rock, put that on it to make sure you get your leaf under the water, okay? So then you're going to place this leaf in water in a sunny spot for about 2 to 3 hours, and then you're going to look at it and make some observations. So hopefully what you will start to see, this hasn't been there quite as long as it should, but you should start to see little bubbles on the surface of the leaf. And think about what these bubbles represent. What kind of gas is this? Is the gas entering the leaf or is it leaving the leaf? So use your knowledge from the previous unit to answer those questions. You're going to, in your notebook, make some observations about what you see after 2 to 3 hours, and then make a drawing and label it of your leaf in the water as well. Then you're going to use your concept organizer, which is provided in the packet for you, and you're going to answer this first question concerning gas exchanges, okay? So how do you know that plants and animals exchange gases? So again, use your information from those previous packets and from your life experiences and answer the question, how do you know that plants are exchanging gases, and how do you know that animals are exchanging gases as well? For activity 2, we're looking at how living things grow, develop, and reproduce. So you're going to draw 2 life cycles. So one of a plant, one of an animal. So I did a life cycle here of a sunflower. It starts as a seed, then we have a seedling, a sprout, a plant with a flower bud, the full-grown plant with the open flower, and then as some flowers die, they droop over and the seeds drop from the flower onto the ground, and the process starts over again. So you can pick a flowering plant, you could pick a tree, that part is up to you. The second part is drawing the life cycle of a vertebrate animal. Okay, so you could pick a fish, you could pick an amphibian, a reptile, a bird, or a mammal. So I did a frog here. Starts as an egg, then when it hatches becomes a tadpole, and then it slowly forms some legs and loses its tail until it becomes the adult frog. Okay, so pick the organism that you want. You can pick it from one of the organisms that you use in packet 8 and draw your life cycles here. And then again, in your concept organizer, you're going to answer the question, how do you know that plants grow, develop, and reproduce? And how do you know that animals grow, develop, and reproduce? Okay. Then look at activity 3, which gives you some information about metabolism in your distance learning packet. And again, answer those boxes in the concept organizer. And do the same thing with response to the environment. So this should be a summary of things that you have already learned and just some review and some refresher for those activities that you did in previous weeks. The last part is the summary. So you're given some different scenarios, 12 different scenarios, and you're asked to determine which process is taking place. Is it a gas exchange, growth, development, and reproduction, metabolism, or response? So when you look, say, for example, at letter A, when a person eats lunch, food is broken down and energy is released. The energy is used for life processes. So we would mark that as metabolism. Okay, so go through and read each of the scenarios in here and mark them with which process is taking place. And that concludes the packet for this week. Thank you.